I just want to get your reaction to that game. Is that, I guess, a very much even first half, coming into the second half, Arsenal more or less dominated most of it. And this gets, what do you think there was a change towards the latter part of the half?
I think even the first half, I thought we were the better team. I think we created more goal-scoring opportunities than Chelsea did. I think we, all in all, if I look for the whole game, I'm happy with the performance, both subjectively in how we play football, but also objectively in the goal-scoring opportunities we create. That means that I'm obviously then disappointed with the result because it's a draw. I think it's one of those games that when you're in retrospect looking for it, saying that could we have been even more active in their last 15 minutes of the game. I don't think they create a lot, Chelsea. So it's, I think normally we would have defended that game to a victory, but they had a moment of brilliance. It's a very good pass. It's a very good run, good finish. Yes, we could have done better, but that's what happens when you play in top opposition.
Jonas, they started with Jesse Fleming quite high up, and that was obviously about, I think, trying to disrupt Arsenal's distribution from the back. It looked to me, particularly in the first half, like Arsenal were very prepared for that, and perhaps trying to draw that press a little bit to get into the wide areas. Was that a big part of the game plan?
I think we executed the game plan very well today, both in build-up and in the way that we press. I think the players did that very well, but I also did it well with the way I set it up.
So? Hi, Jonas. When your goal came, Chelsea seemed quite aggrieved that the penalty was given. They felt the foul was outside the box. Just wondering what you saw of it, what you made of that decision.
I think when I see it back, the referee is in a very good position to spot it. I think it's sometimes, and I haven't seen that much in detail, but it's what's important with the rules is to understand that it's not where the first contact is made on a foul, it's when the when the foul ends. That's the point where it should be given at. And if that's in any part is touching the penalty area line, then that's a part of the penalty area and it should be a penalty kick. But the referee is in an excellent position, so I think it's one of those you have to trust her in that decision.
I think to draw some positives out of the game in terms of the atmosphere and the support that the teams had today, 46,000 tickets sold. I just wanted to get your reaction to that and how special it is for you as a manager to sort of draw in and embrace the love and the support from your fans.
Yeah, I think it's also impressive that it's the third consecutive WSL game that has drawn these big attendances. And I think it my hope going into this game is that we can start playing better with the crowd. And I think that's what the more we experience it, the more we come here and doing that, the more we can turn this into our fortress and to create this great Arsenal atmosphere around it. You can also see where the players, they are getting more comfortable with it. It's more engagement with the crowd, and we will need to create that bond together in order to make Emirates as difficult as possible for opposing teams to come and play it.
And it can make you even more animated on the touchline to keep them excited.
I think I was very calm today. To be honest, I was composed. If I did say something, it was because I had an idea with it. It wasn't my emotional response. So I was happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Jonas. How do you think the level of football in these Arsenal-Chelsea games compares to the level of football we see in the top games in other European leagues and the games we see in international tournaments?
So you have two teams. They win their groups in the Champions League. It's only 4 teams in Europe that did that, and they play against each other here now. I think both teams have the potential to reach the semi-finals in the Champions League. So potentially this is 2 top 4 teams in European club football, and because European club football is the best, maybe it's top 4 teams then in a global perspective as well. So I think the level is very high on play, and that's why every situation can be decisive. And that's what I think when you see our performance today against Chelsea, I think it's a strong performance. And I know I got asked about the record before the game. Someone said something about 7. But for me, I see we played against them 3 times in the WSL since I came and be the head coach. We're undefeated in the WSL against Chelsea. I think that is strong when you see for the last 5 years in the league. I don't know many other teams that play them 3 times and are undefeated in the league. Maybe there is, I just don't know. But I think from our perspective it's strong, and I think in each one of those games we could have won the game if we didn't win it, like we did on the first one. So those performances and the way we are developing gives me a lot of confidence, but also hope and belief for the future.
Dan? I just want to ask Jonas, when you're so close to getting 3 points, what's the reaction in the dressing room like after the game?
Like I said, you have to be able to keep 2 thoughts in your head at the same time. You can be happy with the performance, but you can be disappointed with the result. But long term, it's more important to get the performance part right, because that's what's going to drive the results. But we know it's a league with small margins. We know that everything can be decisive about it. So it's so that part there we're disappointed with. But going forward, we need to draw strengths from the performance.
Mike?
Hi, Jonas. There were a few new faces on the bench today. Was it just a little bit too early to put them into a game of this magnitude with such small margins to kind of put them in towards the end?
I think you have to look at it very realistically in a way to say that the way it works with registration and working permits and so on, I mean, these players have not had a lot of trainings with us. These players were only being able to be registered here almost like a last minute thing for the game here today. And like I said, it's always easy to be thinking about the game in retrospect and being the Monday morning quarterback for it, but I thought we had control in the game. I was confident that we were going to defend the game home to a victory, and I didn't feel then that there was any need to change. But I told the players after in the huddle as well to say, like, this will be really good for us. We get another week of working together. It will prepare the new players even more, and hopefully then they can come on and make a difference as well.
I think we'll leave it there.